Imagine discovering a new antibiotic without ever stepping into a lab. That's not science fiction, it's happening right now, thanks to artificial intelligence. A groundbreaking partnership between Evogene and another firm is redefining the future of medicine by using AI to find life-saving drugs faster than ever before, without the traditional trial and error process. This collaboration marks a major shift in how pharmaceutical companies approach drug discovery, leveraging artificial intelligence for speed and accuracy. You'll learn how this groundbreaking collaboration is changing the future of medicine, from accelerating drug discovery to saving lives with smarter science. For decades, developing new drugs was a slow, expensive, and often frustrating process. Scientists spent years testing compounds, only to find them ineffective or unsafe. But now, E is transforming that landscape. This kind of breakthrough shows just how powerful E has become in drug discovery. The partnership between Evogene and another firm is taking this revolution even further. By combining advanced AI algorithms with deep scientific knowledge, they're not just speeding up the process, they're making it more precise. This means fewer failed experiments, less waste, and faster results. This shift is already having a real-world impact. In one case, researchers used AI to rediscover an old drug candidate that had been abandoned years ago. It was given a new name, Halicin, and is now being tested for its antibiotic potential. That's just one example of how AI can breathe new life into forgotten compounds and open up entirely new paths in medicine. As we move forward, the role of AI in drug discovery will only grow. This partnership between Evogene and another firm is a glimpse into what's possible when human ingenuity meets artificial intelligence. The future of medicine isn't just faster, it's smarter, more efficient, and full of promise. Drug discovery has long been slow and costly, often taking over a decade and costing billions before reaching the market. Now, artificial intelligence is changing everything. By analyzing vast data sets, AI can identify potential drug candidates with unprecedented speed, something that would take human researchers years to accomplish. These models don't just guess, they predict how molecules interact with biological targets, reducing the need for extensive physical testing in early stages. Scientists once spent decades trying to understand protein shapes, tiny machines inside our bodies responsible for everything from digestion to immunity, that changed when AI stepped in. Researchers like David Baker, Demis Hassabis, and John Jumper used machine learning not only to predict protein structures but also to design new ones that had never existed before. This breakthrough earned them the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2024 and showed how powerful AI can be in scientific discovery. AI's impact isn't just theoretical. Originally developed for diabetes treatment but abandoned due to poor results, this molecule was later renamed Halicin, after the famous AI from 2001, A Space Odyssey. This example highlights how AI can uncover new uses for old drugs, saving both time and money. This kind of breakthrough isn't isolated. The pharmaceutical industry has been exploring AI-driven drug discovery for years with increasing success. One notable example is the work done by James Collins and his team at MIT's Jameel Clinic for Machine Learning and Health. They used deep learning models to analyze molecular structures and predict which compounds could act as antibiotics. Through AI, they found it had strong antibacterial properties, leading to its rebranding as Halicin. Many compounds failed during early trials due to lack of efficacy or side effects, but alternatives is for these molecules. This approach reduces the cost and time required to develop new drugs while minimizing risk. With antibiotic resistance on the rise, finding new treatments has never been more urgent. Beyond antibiotics, AI is being used in oncology to help identify personalized cancer treatments based on genetic profiles. In rare diseases, where traditional drug development is often too expensive or time-consuming, AI can help find existing drugs that might be repurposed for new uses. This has already led to successful treatments for conditions like Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis. If you're interested in seeing how AI is transforming drug discovery, be sure to subscribe to our channel. What if we could find new drugs without spending years in the lab? What if we could predict which compounds would work best before ever testing them on humans? The future of medicine may not look like it does today, and that's because of artificial intelligence. Evogene is a biotechnology company at the forefront of drug discovery, leveraging advanced computational methods to identify promising compounds and streamline the development process. This collaboration brings together Evogene's deep expertise in drug discovery with the AI capabilities of its partner, creating a powerful synergy that could reshape how new therapeutics are identified and developed. By combining these strengths, the partnership aims to significantly accelerate the process of finding life-saving drugs, reducing what once took years into a fraction of that time. This approach marks a major shift in traditional drug discovery methods. By integrating AI into every stage, from initial discovery to clinical testing, this partnership has the potential to not only speed up drug development but also lower costs and increase success rates. The implications are huge, especially for conditions where time is critical. But here's a question that might leave you thinking: how can a compound designed for diabetes become an antibiotic? Traditional drug discovery has been slow and expensive, relying on trial and error. Researchers spent years testing thousands of molecules in the lab to find effective treatments. However, AI is changing this process rapidly by simulating molecular interactions in silico, reducing the need for costly physical experiments. This shift offers greater precision and efficiency. In 2019, a machine learning model identified Su-337 as a promising antibiotic. AI is also transforming protein structure prediction. These advancements show how AI revolutionizes drug development, enabling faster and more precise medical discoveries. What if we could design drugs with AI before even entering the lab? The future of medicine is about speed and precision. Researchers were hopeful that it could help manage blood sugar levels in patients, but clinical trials showed limited success. As a result, development for diabetes stalled, and the molecule was essentially set aside. But just when many thought its potential had been exhausted, artificial intelligence stepped in to give it a second life. This discovery was made by researchers at MIT's Jameel Clinic for Machine Learning in Health, including bioengineer James Collins. Using deep learning techniques, the team found that this compound had strong antibacterial properties, something its original developers hadn't noticed. It was a breakthrough that showed how AI can find new purposes for old drugs, saving time and resources. This name change marked not just a shift in purpose but also in perception. What was once a failed diabetes drug is now being studied as a potential antibiotic against some of the most dangerous bacteria. Instead of starting from scratch, scientists can repurpose drugs that have already passed initial safety tests, dramatically cutting down on development time and costs. It's a game changer for drug discovery, one that could lead to faster treatments for diseases we're still struggling with today. But how exactly does this process work? How can a compound designed for diabetes become an antibiotic? The answer might lie in the power of AI to see what humans once missed, setting the stage for a deeper look into the benefits of partnerships like Evogene's. The new partnership between Evogene and its partner firm is reshaping the future of drug discovery, benefiting both patients and the pharmaceutical industry. Using artificial intelligence, this collaboration streamlines a process that was once slow and costly. Traditional drug development can take up to 2 decades and cost billions, but AI drastically reduces timelines. This means potential treatments reach patients faster, offering hope where time was previously a barrier. For patients with life-threatening conditions like cancer or rare diseases, this shift could be life-saving. The quicker scientists identify promising compounds, the sooner clinical trials begin and new medicines are approved. This shows how previously overlooked compounds can be reevaluated with machine learning. Pharmaceutical companies also benefit from this transformation. Reduced time and costs allow resources to be allocated toward innovation, expanding pipelines and bringing more treatments to market. This rediscovery was made possible through deep learning techniques by researchers including James Collins at MIT's Jameel Clinic. This partnership shows how AI is not just a tool but a game changer in pharmaceuticals. It makes drug discovery more efficient, affordable, and accessible. What if we could find new drugs without spending years in the lab? The answer lies in AI's ability to predict molecular structures, analyze vast datasets, and simulate biological interactions with accuracy. In a groundbreaking development, scientists have used AI not only to rediscover old compounds but also to design new ones. Researchers led by David Baker, Demi Hassabis, and John Jumper made strides in predicting protein structures using AI tools like AlphaFold. These advancements are revolutionizing how we understand biological systems and diseases at the molecular level. This breakthrough opens possibilities for targeted therapies once unimaginable. The implications extend beyond the lab. AI-driven drug discovery significantly reduces time and costs to bring new medications to market. More patients will have access to life-saving treatments, and pharmaceutical companies can focus on innovation rather than survival in a competitive industry. The future of medicine is being shaped by artificial intelligence, not only rediscovering forgotten compounds, but also creating entirely new ones that could change disease treatment for generations to come. Advanced machine learning models now allow scientists to predict how drugs behave in the body with greater accuracy. reducing clinical trial failures and accelerating the development of safe, effective treatments. Imagine a future where your genetic makeup is analyzed by AI, leading to tailored treatment recommendations based on your biology. This approach could revolutionize disease treatment, making therapies more precise and minimizing side effects. AI isn't just about efficiency, it unlocks new possibilities. This discovery highlights how AI can reveal hidden potential in existing compounds, transforming them into life-saving treatments. However, AI analysis revealed strong antibacterial properties, making it a candidate for antibiotics. This rediscovery shows how AI can repurpose existing drugs, saving time and resources that would otherwise go into creating new compounds from scratch. This cross-disciplinary application accelerates innovation across scientific domains. After its rediscovery, Su-300-327 was renamed Halicina, a name inspired by the AI computer HAL 900 from 2001, A Space Odyssey. The renaming symbolized AI's role in the discovery and highlighted how technology is shaping scientific progress. Understanding AI's impact on pharmaceuticals requires recognizing the immense challenges and costs of drug development. The process is complex, time-consuming, and expensive, involving target identification, lead optimization, preclinical testing, clinical trials, regulatory approval, and manufacturing, often taking over a decade and costing billions. AI-driven approaches reduce these timelines and costs by enabling accurate predictions and minimizing trial and error experimentation. AI models can simulate drug interactions with biological systems, identify potential side effects before human trials, and even design new molecules targeting specific disease mechanisms. This transformation is already having real-world impacts. In recent years, scientists have used AI to predict protein structures with unprecedented accuracy, a breakthrough that has profoundly influenced drug development. For over 50 years, determining the three-dimensional shapes of proteins, essential for understanding drug interactions, remained a challenge. However, this changed when David Baker, Demis Hassabis, and John Jumper used AI models not only to predict protein structures, but also design entirely new ones that don't exist in nature. These advances underscore AI's growing role in accelerating scientific discovery and improving healthcare outcomes. The partnership between Evogene and its partner firm is a prime example of how AI is reshaping the future of medicine. By combining cutting-edge artificial intelligence with deep scientific expertise, this collaboration is accelerating drug discovery in ways previously thought impossible. From identifying new compounds to repurposing existing drugs for different conditions, EIA is making the development process faster, smarter, and more efficient. It's not just about speed, it's about precision, reducing costly failures, and bringing life-saving treatments to patients quicker than ever before. As we move forward, one question remains: how far can AI take us in solving some of the world's most challenging medical problems? What began as a diabetes treatment candidate was rediscovered through AI, revealing its potential as an antibiotic. The implications are vast. With AI, scientists can predict molecular behavior, streamline clinical trials, and even personalize treatments based on individual genetic profiles. The pharmaceutical industry is on the brink of a transformation, one that promises to make drug development more accessible, affordable, and effective. But this is only the beginning. What other breakthroughs could AI uncover in medicine? However, its structure and chemical properties were not entirely forgotten. In 2019, an AI model identified Su-300-327 as a potential antibiotic. This discovery was made using deep learning techniques that analyze vast data sets of molecular interactions, revealing potential uses that had gone unnoticed for over a decade. This is not an isolated case. For instance, in the field of protein structure prediction, AI has revolutionized how scientists understand biological processes. Just a few years ago, it took decades for researchers to determine the three-dimensional shapes of proteins, vital components of human biology responsible for everything from immune responses to tissue formation. But with the development of AI-powered tools like AlphaFold by DeepMind, scientists can now predict protein structures in a matter of hours. These developments are not just theoretical, they're already changing how medicines are discovered and developed. This kind of innovation is crucial in an industry that faces high costs, long timelines, and significant failure rates. Traditional drug discovery often involves trial and error, with many compounds failing at various stages of clinical testing. AI can help reduce these failures by predicting which compounds are most likely to succeed early on, saving both time and money. The story of halicin is a powerful reminder that the future of medicine is being shaped not just by human ingenuity, but also by machine intelligence. As it continues to evolve, its role in drug discovery will only expand, opening up new possibilities for treating diseases that have long been considered untouchable. What other hidden gems are waiting to be uncovered? Stay tuned for our next video on AI's role in personalized treatments. Subscribe for more stories on how AI is transforming science. What do you think about the future of AI in medicine? Share your thoughts in the comments below.